Hi everybody, I am here at Bisnonna Bakeshop in Fairfax with the founder and owner, Nicole Liberatore. And Nicole and I, we met a few years ago. I'm not quite sure how we came together.
We did cannoli and biscotti for one of your client appreciation events.
That's right. And I'm not sure how I found you with that, and then Nicole has my mother's side of the family is Italian, and we have all hooked into her wonderful bakery ever since then. And it's been great. So when we first met, though, you were working out of your home and scheduling deliveries at a church parking lot.
This is very different where we are right now. Very, very different.
And a while later, you did a pop-up at Tyson's.
Yep.
It was really cool. And now you're here at the shop in Fairfax.
Now we have a permanent home.
That's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about what sets you apart from other bake shops.
So we specialize in very traditional, very nostalgic Italian pastry, which is really, really hard to find in Northern Virginia. My husband is from the shore, my mom's side of the family is from North Jersey, so we grew up eating these things, and then we met at George Mason, decided we loved it here, put our roots down, lived in Alexandria, moved to Annandale, which is where we live now, and just couldn't find what we missed. And so I started to make it myself, and very naturally started to make for friends and family, and people were like, oh, this is good, you should make this a thing, and et cetera, et cetera. So the business kind of grew out of that. But what really sets us apart is that we do strictly Italian pastries, and everything is made in-house from scratch. It's just me, which a lot of people don't realize. It's just me and these two hands. So like,
It's amazing.
we just wrapped up Easter a couple weeks ago, and I made like over 60 different cakes and 300 cannoli and like 7 different kinds of cookies, and I busted my butt, and I looked back and I was like, I only have 10 fingers.
How does this happen?
How does this happen? But that's what makes it good. I say, so Bisnonna means great grandmother in Italian, and I always say I try to bring big grandma energy to Bisnonna, meaning it's like just me covered in flour with my rolling pin, the same way your grandma would do it back in the day. So I think that's what makes this so special.
Absolutely, and you can certainly taste that from your pastries. They are authentic for sure. So let's talk a little bit about how you just got started.
Yeah.
You started out of your home.
Started out of the house. So we started out of, we took over a room in the house and we called it the baking room, which is now our nursery. So it's been taken over once again, but I had a whole setup in there, and I was shuttling cookies and pastries like up and down like 2 flights of steps every day. And my husband was meeting people in a church parking lot, which was very funny. He's this like 6'2", like tall Italian guy with his trunk popped, and like you get our license plate number and you pull up in this parking lot and he's just sitting there and he's in sweatpants, and you do this like weird exchange. And I give many credits to our customers for being willing to do that. And then, so we did that for a few years, and then we won a pop-up competition that Tyson's Corner Center was hosting called Dream Start. We were the first place winners, and so we were able to do a seasonal pop-up there that ran from September to December 2020, so we were there for the holidays, and that was very much traditional, like walk-in, retail, cannoli filled to order, cookies at the counter. Was a really fun experience, but again, it was just me and my husband, and really, really difficult to keep up with that kind of demand. Like I was cranking out 700 cannoli a week, and again, like I do it all by hand, so I was like hand rolling 700 cannoli a week. Great for, the business growth, but not sustainable. And that was a really good opportunity to take a step back and figure out what we wanted the business to look like, because we knew that there's a market here. We knew people loved the product. We knew people missed the kind of, the same things that we missed. And so that's how we wound up here. So this is actually a collective space. There's 3 different bakeries here, myself, and then Juicy Cake Design and Liberty Baking Co. And they both specialize in weddings and celebration cakes, like event style catering. And so it's the 3 of us here. We run a no-waste model, which means that we all operate on online orders and pickups, because we're all women-owned, we're all super tiny. Allison and I both have kids, so we don't want to come here, work for 8 hours, make a ton of food, and then have it not sell, and then have to throw it away at the end of the day. Super heartbreaking. We like to be environmentally friendly, so that's That's kind of how we wound up here. And it's so nice to have company and not be alone and like trapped in my basement with no sunlight.
We're excited to come and see the space.
Yeah.
And this is a cute little space. And
Thank you. I can't
really
take credit for much of the design. That was Allison at Liberty. She led the way, but I'm very, very happy to be here, and it's really nice to have a space to welcome customers. And starting in the spring, we're going to do some Saturday pop-up hours where people can come for a few hours and grab cannoli, grab cookies, etc. That's my next kind of project in the works once I get adapted to the new space and to new mom life, and so I'm very excited for what's to come.
That is exciting. And what are a few of your most popular items?
So our cannoli, I think, is what we're most well known for. My personal favorite, I love the pistachio flavor. It's white chocolate dipped with pistachio, and then there's pistachio nut butter in the filling. But our classic is definitely most popular, and that's like the iconic, chocolate chip vanilla that people think of. I also make a really mean tiramisu. I have a couple that I have to make today, actually. From scratch ladyfingers, like egg yolk, mascarpone custard, super traditional, and then I think what people get most excited about is the sfogliatelle, which are really hard to find in here. I mean, and a lot of times they're like imported or wholesaled from like New York or shipped in frozen. Yep. And I'm actually making some of those today. So I made my filling yesterday: ricotta, semolina, candied orange peel, vanilla, cinnamon, and it's a true labor of love. It takes me a couple days to crank them out, but they are definitely worth it.
They are. I have gotten those, and they are just amazing.
Thank you.
So where do you see you're going to be opening the doors for this, and kind of what's your future vision for this?
So we're definitely going to be here, hopefully long term. I am really excited to test out this model of me being here. Oh, so I'm full time now. I didn't used to be. The whole 4 years this business was in existence, I was working a regular 9-to-5 job too.
That's incredible.
And my last day was March 31st. So this is a very new chapter of doing the business full time, making sure that we can succeed at it. And I think having this space where it's still mostly pre-order only is a really great opportunity to grow slowly, which is what you need when you're a single person running a business and a new parent. So my hope is that this will become kind of like the hub for our business that people would love to come to, and we are definitely trying to expand into the wedding industry, into events, so that's a fun thing that we're working on. So in a few years, I think we'll still be here, hopefully, and then definitely being the well-known neighborhood spot when you really want a good cannoli.
Yes, absolutely. I absolutely see that happening for you, and I feel like it already had.
Thanks. That's my goal.
You have really grown so much.
Thank you. It's been fast, which has been surprising.
Well, like you said, it is.
There's nothing like it
for this.
There's nothing like it. So it's been really fun. We get I think because DC is such a transient area too, you have a lot of people who move here for work, especially who are from New Jersey or Philly or New York or Boston, and I love how excited people get when they find the things that they're so used to eating there here, because we don't have an Italian neighborhood, a lot of other big cities do, and so I'm very happy to be the one little spot, just cranking out cannoli.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Nicole. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
We have a few new exciting things coming up. So I just launched same-day ordering. So if folks are really, really craving cannoli or rainbow cookies, you can order in the morning and pick them up in the afternoon. That's a new thing. I am about to drop a brand new cannoli flavor in the coming weeks. And we have a Mother's Day gift special. It's a really cute, decorative gold tin with mini cannoli and cookies. So a fun little Mother's Day assortment.
Is this the tin here?
Oh yeah, that's the tin. It's not full of anything, but that's what it looks like.
And here you go. Here's the inside.
Yeah, and you can find it on our website. So some fun things in the works. I think being on maternity leave was a really fun time to get creative because I got to step back from the day-to-day operating of the business, and so I had all these crazy cool ideas come up, and so I have a lot of fun plans in the works.
Nice, that's exciting. I can't wait to see it come up. And you all have to check out the website for sure and order from Nicole because you are not going to be disappointed.
Thank you.
I guarantee that. And we also are running a fun little raffle. Nicole has generously donated a $25 gift card to this raffle. So if there'll be a link in the comments below and you can go on and put your ticket in for that raffle. Definitely want to check this bakery out.
Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate it. And I'm glad to get a first sneak peek.
Yeah, absolutely. You get the inside scoop.
Yeah, and we will definitely be back for orders. Thanks a lot, Nicole.
Yeah, thank you.